Well, yesterday was National Signing Day, and the Gamecocks officially signed 4 more players, bringing the total of new recruits to 25 for the upcoming season. Now, this is Coach Muschamp's 4th recruiting season since he joined the Gamecocks. With 25 new recruits, there's now more depth to the roster, which means more competition for playing time among the players. Georgia native and defensive back Jamie Robinson and Jaquez Sorrells, a defensive lineman from Florida, were the highlights of Coach Muschamp's 4th recruiting class at USC. Well, also joining the Gamecocks are William Rogers, a Georgia native, and offensive lineman and cornerback Shiloh Sanders from Texas. Shiloh is retired NFL player Deion Sanders' son.
Well, I think we have more competitive depth on our team moving forward just as an overall roster. You look at multiple positions, and competition is your best friend as a coach. When you have a lot of competition at different positions, it brings out the best in every player every single day. And that's what we've got to continue to recruit to have the type of program we want to have, and it's something that happens every single year. You recruit really good players that come in and compete, and guys understand on the roster, regardless of what they've accomplished before, it really doesn't matter. You've got to earn your opportunities every single day in our organization.
The national champion team added 10 new players to their roster yesterday. Now, most of their new recruits signed on early in December. That's 27 total players for the new season, making this year Coach Dabo Swinney's largest class ever. ESPN analyst Kirk Herbstreit's twin sons signed with the Tigers yesterday. Wide receiver Ty Herbstreit and defensive back Jake Herbstreit, both from Nashville, will join Clemson this fall. Running back Michael Dukes also signed. He's from North Charleston. They will be joined by Kansas native and defensive lineman Nick Ettis, offensive lineman Matt Cranford from Hartsville, and offensive lineman Mason Trotter from Spartanburg. Clemson native Hampton Earl also signed on as a wide receiver, along with Hamp Green from Birmingham. David Coate, also from Clemson, will be a linebacker for the Tigers, and Jonathan Wheats from Charleston will also play as the team's kicker.
You know, we had a challenge in this class. I mean, you know, the winningest class in college football history just walked out the door. You talk about some impactful young people, graduates, leaders, just so much a part of our culture here, unbelievable competitiveness and toughness. All those guys walking out. It's important that we do a great job with this class, and time will tell, but I really feel like that this group is going to continue to help us be a consistent program on and off the field.
In Orangeburg, head coach Buddy Pugh signed a handful of players from the Midlands for the upcoming season. 3 players are joining the Bulldogs from Dutch Fork High School. Cam Johnson will sign on as an offensive lineman. Jordan Springs will play as a tight end, and Lawson Danley will play as a defensive end. Now, Danley actually has ties to South Carolina State. His father, Stacy Danley, is the athletic director for the university. Patrick Godbolt from Blythewood also signed on as a defensive end, and Terrence McLean from Sumter will play as an offensive lineman.